As you all know, our schools are not the prettiest buildings in the world, and they are not the newest buildings in the world. But I want to really commend Director Maol for doing an incredible project over this past year of improving those schools. As you know, we have had a cafeteria condemned in Munes. That cafeteria is now in the process of being rebuilt, all of being done with funding through Japan, and it opened up the entire campus to an entire new way of looking at it. And adjacent to that, right now, we are going to also be covering their basketball court and volleyball court, so that the kids can use those even in rain. Those are major improvements have been done. Air conditioning is another major issue we had that our students have been learning or trying to learn in very hot environments. I was very fortunate and had some principals who actually did some study and found out that the average temperature in our classrooms was ranging between 88 to 90 degrees during the school day. Tough to learn very, very well. So as of right now, during the intersession break, we are going to be installing air conditioning units. We completed Pelalu's cafeteria on Saturday, and we'll be working on 3 more schools before the end of the intersession, and that'll be Ngarlong, Ngartmao, and Nrard, which will all be having all of their classrooms air conditioned prior to re-entering school in January. That's our goal. And that'll be, I think, a real improvement, both not only for the teachers, but more importantly for the kids, so they'll be able to be comfortable during their learning environment. Also, we've been replacing, which aren't really visible, but roofing in, let me see, the schools of Munes, Karor Elementary School, the high school, IRI, and George B. Harris, and those projects are now completed, so we won't have to be having buckets on the floor during the rains. So we're stopping the rain out that side where it belongs. And that is just step one. The next thing we're doing is we're also improving the window units. Then that'll prepare those rooms that they can then be air conditioned. Right now we have schools with louvers from probably my birth date, which is old, and in fact only go halfway up the window. So we wondered why they got wet when it rained, and it was the rain was coming in because there were no windows there. So we'll be replacing those, and as soon as we get that done, we're going to be able to do air conditioning on that. All of that is being done with local funding, but it was built into our budget, which was approved by the OEK. We have there's a new cafeteria going up, solar power projects at the high school and at Karor Elementary School to reduce our power load, and of course the new air conditioning units. So those are all things which have been done, and I really want to point out that Director Maol has done an incredible job of not only engineering the projects and working with the Capital Improvement Project group, but he's been going out and actually getting the funding brought in through mostly from Japan and Taiwan. We just recently received from the gift of Korea computers, which are now placed in the high school, and all of the 8th grade now have new laptops to be able to work on their reading programs. They're designed especially for internet access.